Hey guys, how are you doing today? This is author Vivian Lewter-Loydd, and I just want to introduce my book to you today called In the Sandbox. In the Sandbox is not what it sounds like. It sounds like just a good playtime, but it's not really that. In the Sandbox is a story that talks about inappropriate touch or things that make you feel uncomfortable or people that make you feel uncomfortable. And it could cover bullying, it could cover lots of things. And I'm in early childhood, and sometimes when I'm walking around, I just kind of pick up things from people, pick up things from children. You just kind of study and observe children. And when you get children that is like in protective services or foster kids, sometimes those kids have different kinds of issues. So I got this story probably about 5 years ago, just kind of came to me this when I just started writing. It took me probably about maybe 3 years after I had written it to even get it published. But once I published this book, it really had an impact, not only on me, but even people that has bought it and read it. I let a few people read it, adults that read the book, that the story just kind of brought out some things in them that they remembered as children. A couple of people have said to me, wow, Miss Vivian, this happened to me when I was a child. When I was 8, when I was 5, this is what happened. I never expected that to come out of the book, but it did. So it just kind of touched my heart to the point that I wanted to do this video, because I want people to know that you can tell. It's okay to tell when someone touches you inappropriately. Children, teach your children to tell when someone touched you or make you feel uncomfortable, or when you're being bullied in school. Tell somebody, because you don't want to just continue to live with that pain when something could be done about it. I'm even reminded of even sometimes in churches and schools, especially in churches, sometimes people just don't want to talk about things, but to talk about it means that you can break away. You can start to heal from those things. And in this book, some kids are playing, two girls are kind of playing in the sandbox, and a couple of boys passing by from out of the neighborhood, and they invited them to play. So for a little while, they played in the sandbox, but after the girls left the sandbox, the boys kind of got an idea. And when they did the next day, I'm not going to tell you all the story, but you need to buy this book. You can buy this book from Amazon, iTunes, and Google Play. This book will open up some understanding. This book will make you aware of things, will make you think twice before you leave your kids at someone's house, before you ask people to babysit for you. You will think twice before you do that. We all have had some sort of sandbox experience. That we've never shared. And there comes a time when things that have you bound and you don't understand why you feel so broken, why you're so angry. If you talk about those things, you could get your breakthrough. You could cause that pain to be healed. And when you start to read this book, or even read this book to your children, it's a children's book, but adult has been touched by this book also. So if you want to really know what to do, how to go about talking to your children about inappropriate touch and uncomfortable feeling, teach your children to tell. Teach them to tell when they are feeling uncomfortable, because if you don't teach them to tell, the person that do whatever it is that they do to them, that is going to cause that person to continue to do the same thing. So this book is well illustrated. Beautifully illustrated. It's not a whole lot of written stuff, but the pictures are nice and colorful. Buy this book. This book is going to help you. Not only you can share this book at school, you could share this book in your ministry. You could share this book with your family and your kids, or the kids that you know that you supervise, or whatever the case may be. We'll really enjoy this book. So you be blessed. Go to iTunes, go to Google Play, and go to Amazon and buy this book. I really will appreciate it. And it's really going to touch somebody and do somebody some good. In the Sandbox, written by me, author Vivian Lewter-Loydd.